Now, Gabrielle, a lot of people who are in early recovery, they struggle with a concept that I want to lay out, and then I want to get your feedback on it. The concept is that a human being, especially if you're depressed or you're concerned or you've got a lot of anxiety or worry in your life, you feel as if you're always going to be thinking the same way.
Yeah.
There's this sort of like, well, 5 years from now, I'm still going to be thinking like this, so what's the point anyway? And people in those states, they miss the fact that their thinking actually is going to change over time. They won't be thinking in the same way or the same thoughts 5 years from now, a year from now, 5 months, 5 minutes from now that they're currently thinking. Can you speak to how your thinking has changed over the years?
Oh yeah. Well, I remember being a few months in my recovery and sitting in my apartment with a friend who'd had like 20 years. And I said, and he had had like all these accomplishments and he just seemed so zen and peaceful. And I was like, how did you get there? How did you get from that place to this place? I just can't fathom it. Exactly what you're saying. I can't imagine letting go of all this. And he responded and he said, lots of little right actions. And now today, when people say to me, how did you get here? I said, my answer is lots of little right actions. No, it's just literally those subtle shifts that we add up and we, one moment at a time, experience a miracle, which is that shift in perception, is that moment that you don't pick up the drink. It's the moment that you forgive yourself. It's the moment that you practice letting go of a resentment. Whatever it is that happens in those really divine moments, when you add up those moments, ultimately you begin to live a miraculous life and you start to see the world differently. And it's not that your experiences change necessarily, but your experience of your experiences change.
Mm.
So, your family may still be equally as crazy, or, the people in your life may be, kind of nutty, or your financial situation might not go away immediately, but your experience of all of these things changes. And then as your experience of them changes, then they can change and follow suit. And then the universe can really catch up with your dreams. And I believe that the real work happens in the subtleties. So I don't think that anyone that's new to recovery should be looking for a quantum shift overnight. I think that they should be celebrating those radical moments of subtle recovery. Like, I went to a meeting today instead of going to the bar. That is a miracle.